Hi everyone, good afternoon. It's me, Max. Today is the 4th of May, Sunday, and it's 13:46, 14 minutes to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright, let's start from zero, okay? Let's pretend that you know nothing about the channels, that there were no channels at all. This is my first video. Before this video you never have watched any video of mine. Okay, I'm just trying to speak English. It's quite difficult for me because I'm an uneducated person in English. I never studied English in my life, so I don't have a good English, especially academic one. You got to be very patient with me. I'm trying to make my point, to make you understand what is my argument. Let's pretend that you never watched any video on YouTube before today, before the 4th of May. Before the 4th of May, 2 o'clock, there were no channels of mine without any videos at all. This is the first video that you ever watched, alright? Regarding someone calling himself Massimo, alright? With this picture, this is the first time you are watching this picture, alright? This picture say aiuto per Massimo, which means help for Massimo. My question is, if you are African, if you are English, if you are American, if you are a Native American, if you are Chinese, if you are Japanese, if you are Bangladesh, if you are Italian, if you are Spanish, from Argentina, Mexican, have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese? Did you know who he was? Have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese from Avellino? Did you know who he was, where he was coming from, who was his family, and what has happened to him? That's my question. Before YouTube was created, I'm talking before 2005. Now YouTube was created in 2005. I am making my point. Let's pretend the Massimo Genovese never has opened any channel on YouTube. No, even in 2008, because the first channel of Massimo Genovese talking about Catholic religion was in 2008. Let's pretend that he never has opened any channel. You are just watching his video. The first video is this one. Now, before YouTube was created, in 2004, in 2003, YouTube was created in 2005. Now, in 2002, in 2001, in 2000, in 1995, 1997, 1996, you African person, did you know about Massimo Genovese from Avellino, who he was, where he was coming from, who was his real family? Did you know about him? And if you were a Chinese person, did you know, if you are a Chinese, dear Chinese friend, did you know about Massimo Genovese before 2005, before YouTube was created? And if you are Italian, did you know about Massimo before YouTube was created? My point is that everybody knew about Massimo before even Facebook was created, before even YouTube was created, because his story was a notorious story. Everybody knew about him. Everybody knew who he was, where he was coming from, who was his family, the original family, who was the original family of him, and what has happened to him. If I am calling Jason Connery, if I am calling Brad Pitt, if I am calling Sylvester Stallone, if I am calling any Bollywood VIP, Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, President of the United States of America, have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese before 2005? Have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese before 2005, before the YouTube, before even the YouTube was created, before even the Facebook was created? Because I'm gonna prove to you that all the world knew about me without me knowing about myself. Do you understand my point? I knew nothing about myself, but all the world knew about me before even YouTube was created, before even Facebook was created. My point is that my channels on YouTube are not relevant at all. They means nothing because people knew the truth before the YouTube was created. And let me go on the YouTube managers, on the PayPal employee that they created employees. Okay, let's talk to the PayPal employees that they created YouTube. Before Massimo Genovese used YouTube, PayPal employees, that you became a billionaire with YouTube. Have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese? Italian man, Italian person, who he was his family, where he was coming from, and what was behind his story. What was behind this story? Have you heard about this? And you Americans, and you English people, you King Charles, you Queen Camilla, have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese before YouTube was created? And you Prince William, and you Prince Harry, you Meghan Markle, have you ever heard about Massimo Genovese before YouTube was created? Because this is the point I am making today. The point is that everybody's blaming me for a scandal, that everybody a scandal that was made a long time ago, that everybody knew it before even me. I knew about myself. Before I knew about myself and what was behind my life, everybody knew my life, who was my father, the real father, who was my real mother, which one was my real country, because I am no Italian. Yes, I'm sorry for the Italian people, but I am no Italian. It seems I come from Great Britain, but everybody knew, but not me. Everybody knew, but I know me. For all my life, I have believed to be Italian. I thought to be Italian, but I never was Italian. I was Italian by deception, because people made me believe that I was Italian while I wasn't. They even didn't tell me my real nationality. I don't even know my real name. You know, Cassius Clay and Muhammad Ali. Have you ever heard about the great boxer, the champion boxer, heavyweight champion? Huh? Why did he change his name? Because Cassius Clay was a name of, he was calling, this is a slave name. My real name is Muhammad Ali. This is the name of freedom. I am like him. Massimo Genovese is a slave name. My real name is another one, which I don't even know which one is. Do you understand my point, what I'm trying to say? Everybody knew who I was. Everybody knew where I was coming from, but not me. I have known about myself on the 10th October 2021, which means 5 years ago. Just 5 years ago, when all the world knew about me 45 years ago. So the world knew about me 40 years before than me, when I knew nothing about me. Do you understand my point, what I'm trying to say? And now they want to kill me and destroy me because I know about me. And they want to blame me because I have a head and I have the knowledge about myself. It's like someone wants to kill you because you know about yourself. Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's righteous what is happening? Nothing. That's why you got earthquakes happening all over the world. That's why you got natural disasters happening all over the world for the injustice towards an innocent. You got to wake up, because this can affect your country and your life. This is the will of God. It's the Holy Spirit avenging me and destroying everything for an unbearable injustice that have lasted more than 45 years. An unbearable injustice that even if you want to write a book, nobody will ever have believed it. And maybe nobody would like to read the book, because it will be a painful book that will make you think, will make you cry, will make you suffer with me. All the unbearable suffering I have had that can be found only in a wicked situation like the North Atlantic slave trade. I'm the white nigger. Ah, yes, don't be upset, black people. I'm allowed to call myself in this way. I'm not disrespecting you, black people. I am not disrespecting you at all. I'm the white nigger. I am the white person treated like you were treated in the time of 1800, 1400 during the North Atlantic slave trade. I have had your same suffering, and I was reduced like an object like you were in 1400 Anno Domini. Exactly the same. You don't change anything. There is just a different color. You were for the color of the skin. I was for the color of my nationality. But we both were victims of an unbearable racism. Then now some people are trying to cover up by making me look like a lunatic, crazy guy, telling lies and creating a fantastic story to become a celebrity when it isn't the truth. You know the truth. Everybody knows the truth. All the world knows the truth. And when you try to speak up, there were people silencing you with bombs and public threatening to the public safety. This is the truth, guys. I know my story, but I am not responsible of the scandal behind my story. Who are responsible? Guess who are responsible? Guess who? Guess who are the people responsible of this? Guess who? I don't want to name their nationality because I don't want to give them any kind of reason to criticize me. But you know, let me tell you something. If you know my story, you know the people that have enslaved me. It's like if you know the story of the North Atlantic slave trade, you know how the North Atlantic slave trade has begun. You know this. And if you know my story, you know how the enslavement of Massimo has begun. You know who were the people that enslaved me, and you know why. And you know why we have this chaos and this kind of mayhem all over the world now, point fingers at anyone but not the guilty people. Because that's what they want. That you point the fingers at everyone but not at them, that they are the real guilty people. Because all started from them, from their land. This is the justice of Allah, you Muslim. Do you believe in Allah? Then, before to do your prayers to the Almighty Allah, you need to understand if you are a righteous person or a liar. Because if you are a liar, you are not worthy to bow down before the Almighty, merciful Allah. Because Allah doesn't like liars, alright? Before to worship Allah, or Yahweh, or Jehovah, or Elohim, or El Shaddai, or the Lord, you need to be honest and you say the truth about me. You can't be a liar all the time because Allah doesn't want this.